Hello, everyone. I'm Margot Kennedy, and this is Christy Brock, and we are wiicre. We invest in commercial real estate.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited to introduce you to an innovative investment vehicle that combines the best of traditional syndications and pooled funds, the wiicre Capital Fund. Our fund has been designed as a customizable fund, and we will get into what that means a bit later. First, let's discuss why we've launched our fund and what the goals are here. We plan to purchase multiple assets every year. The cost of acquiring assets can become astronomical. For example, if we bought 5 assets using the syndication model, we could easily have $100,000 in legal fees, all of which is passed along to you, our investors. By moving to this customizable fund model, that is reduced to about $20,000 in year one and even lower in subsequent years. In addition, the back end management, the stuff that is behind the scenes for our investors, is simplified. The investor experience will also be better and simpler. We will get into this during the presentation, but basically, instead of having to read 150 pages to get into every deal, you will only need to read about the things that are specifically different for that particular deal, usually only about 14 pages. Our goal for this presentation is to help you understand how this fund provides the ultimate flexibility and transparency for our investors who, like yourselves, want to handpick investments that align with your goals while still enjoying the benefits of a pooled structure and professional oversight. So let me go ahead and share my screen so that we can get started. Okay. So again, the name of our fund is the wiicre Capital Fund, and we don't want you to worry about taking copious notes because you're going to get a copy of this slide deck sent to you, and you'll be able to go through it again at your own pace. So let's go ahead and go on here. So a traditional fund versus a customizable fund. Let's explore the differences. In a traditional fund, often called a blind fund, you commit your capital upfront and the fund manager chooses where to deploy that money, similar to how a mutual fund works. In contrast, in a customizable fund, you don't simply hand over your money and hope for the best. Instead, you get to choose each investment you want to participate in. You sign a single PPM to join the fund, but for every specific deal, you'll sign a short tailored deal disclosure outlining the investment details. This structure provides more transparency and more control over your investment portfolio. Our customizable fund will combine the best features of a syndication with the best features of a traditional fund. One of the most exciting features for our investors will be receiving a single K1. No matter how many different investments you have with us, you get one K1. That's pretty cool. So, on a high level, how does the process work? Well, here we go. You register for access to the portal to view our offerings. Then you'll become a member of the fund by signing that PPM. Signing does not obligate you to invest, but it will make your investment process easier and faster in the future because it's the longest document to read. Ours is about 85 pages. And traditionally, every time you invest in a syndication, you have to read somewhere between 120 and 200 pages for that syndication. Ours, again, is only about 85 pages. Now, like I said, you only have to take this step one time. Then we will present you with investment opportunities, and you will select or reject various investments. And when you find one that meets your portfolio goals, you'll then sign the individual deal disclosure. And that disclosure is about 14 pages. As I mentioned, It's only containing the most important information about that deal that's different from other deals. You'll also receive regularly quarterly updates, preferred distributions, and on exit, your share of the proceeds. Overall, the process is similar to investing in a traditional syndication. We do our part. We research the deal, we find all the information, we thoroughly vet the deal. Then we send you information about the deal. You'll log on to the portal, you'll review the information, watch the videos, watch our video presentation, look at pictures of the property, and review various information that we're providing with you. You then send funds to invest in it, and we'll allocate your portion to that particular deal. That is then a part of your portfolio. And again, you'll get your pro rata share of earnings. Now, here's something that's a little bit different. When we exit a deal, you have options. You can leave your funds in your cash account and reinvest into the next deal if we have something right away, or you can have your funds returned to your bank account. You are in control. The tax benefits are exactly the same as syndication. You still get passive income, you still benefit from the appreciation, the depreciation, everything is the same. And of course, as we do with all of our projects, we do look for the accelerated depreciation, the bonus depreciation, to make sure we maximize your returns. So now I'm going to turn the presentation over to Margot so that she can get us started with joining the Avestor platform. Margot.
Okay, so an overview of what we're going to cover is your first step is going to be to go to the website, which is here on the page, investor.avestorinc.com/wiicre Capital Fund. And this link will be on the website that you'll receive in an email. You're going to register on the portal to gain access to all the offerings. You're going to soft commit for an offering if you're interested in one. You're going to review and sign the overall PPM to join the wiicre Capital Fund, and then review the deal disclosure for any individual deal you're interested in and sign to invest. Then you'll send in capital to fund your deal. So again, the first step is to go to the portal, and there is a place here, a box, a sign-in box. Click on Sign Up Now. And that will take you to a page where you'll first enter your email address and push Send Verification Code. You'll get a message saying that the code has been sent. And so go to your email, get the code, and then enter it here in the verification code box and verify the code. Now you'll get a page to create your password. So create a password, you'll enter it twice. Then you'll enter your name, and down at the bottom, there's a box to click to agree to the terms. Then click on the Create Account button. After you click the Create Account button, you'll be taken to the portal where you can actually look at investments that are available. And once you're there, you can either click a button to view details of an investment, or you can click the soft commit button to go ahead and commit. And you'll see at the top there that it says your registration is incomplete. You're going to go to the next step, which is to provide your personal information, your mailing address, and you're going to complete a security and identity check. And Christy's going to talk a bit more about this.
Yes. So this is where you need to get all of your information ready. And this next step is only going to take you a couple of minutes if you are prepared for it. And by being prepared, it's really preparing for the identity check stage. So in order to complete your identification verification, you're going to go to this page where it says Begin Verifying. And you will select United States. United States is pre-populated, so just hit the select button. You have to have on your computer or ready for upload your identification, whether that's your driver's license, some sort of state ID, a passport, whatever it is that has your picture and your name on it. And you're going to upload that document. If you happen to be doing this from your phone, you can take a picture from your phone and upload that. So either you're going to upload if you're using your computer, or if you're on your phone, you can snap a picture right then. After you've done that, it's going to take a few seconds while your document is processing. It takes about 30 seconds. Now, once that's done, or while that's happening, you'll get this blue box here, and I would just go ahead and click Not Now. Who wants to sign up for more stuff? Just don't even bother. Click Not Now. And then congratulations, you're done. So go ahead and click the Done button. Now you're going to begin your account setup process. The account that you're actually setting up is your investment vehicle. So are you investing as an individual, through an LLC, a self-directed IRA? What is that vehicle? Please get the full and correct name ready, because you're going to need that for the next step. Now, here we are. We're beginning the fund enrollment process. And for this process, you are going to, if you've not already reviewed the PPM, you have two options. You can click Preview Document, and that'll bring it up on your screen. Again, it's 85 pages. I don't know if you want to read it right now, or you can pause right now. In this presentation, in the PDF of this presentation, you can click right here, and that will download a copy of the PPM for you so that you can read it through. Most of the information is very boilerplate, but essentially what it's saying is that, hey, you're joining this fund. Here are the basic parameters of the fund. wiicre is the manager of the fund. You have all of the control in terms of investing or not investing in particular assets. You're not obligated any sort of way. This is just informational things about what can go right or wrong in this deal. It's the same type of document that you've signed many times before when you've done a syndication. So after you've read and you're familiar with the PPM, go ahead and sign the document. After you finish that signing, you're going to finish your accreditation process. If you already have an accreditation letter, you can upload it. If you need a form for your registered investment professional, that's your CPA or similar person, to sign, ask us for it. We're happy to send you a form letter. If you do not have anything and you want to get accredited, you can click this button and get a letter from accred.com. If you are unfamiliar with how to qualify as an accredited investor, again, $200,000 in income for the past 2 years if you're an individual, $300,000 if you are a married couple, or you can qualify based on assets. If you have $1 million in assets, not including your primary residence. Another way to qualify is if you are investing $200,000 or more in any single investment, that qualifies you as an accredited investor, and that's based on a recent ruling by the SEC. So if you have any issues with this process, please let us know. The next step is signing the actual PPM. And this is only a few clicks because you've already read it. You're ready to actually do your signing. Again, have the full name of your investment vehicle ready. It is very important that you sign correctly. Here where it says investor name, you're going to type in the full name of your investment vehicle. If it's your name, you're typing your name. If it's your trust, what's the name of your trust? If it is a self-directed IRA, it's usually the custodian name, custodian, FBO, which is for the benefit of, your name, and then your IRA account number. There are other naming conventions. Know what your specific custodian requires so that we get this right. And then the last step is you're going to sign and enter your name again. You're clicking next to maneuver through all of these fields. And here we have the subscription amount. Again, this is just signing up for the fund. To join our fund, it's a minimum investment of $50,000. You can enter $50,000 here. The amount that you'll invest in an actual asset can be more, but can't be less. So go ahead and at least enter 50,000 here, and that's going to actually subscribe you to our fund and click next. Margot, please walk us through the next step.
So the next thing is that you're going to complete the bad actor events questionnaire. And so you'll get this questionnaire, and there's a place where you can resize the document so you can see the whole thing on your screen. And so I suggest you use that because it's a lot of fine print, and go through and check the yeses and nos. And if you have any yeses in the box to the right of each question, you need to explain, what you're talking about. So you're going to have to scroll down to answer all 8 questions. And then once you're done, click the blue next button. And that will take you to the selecting your type of account. Each account here has its own rectangle, depending on what type of investment vehicle you're using. So near the top where the little round buttons are, you're going to select your type of account, whether it's individual and joint, or an IRA, or a 401k, a trust, or some other type of entity. You're going to select that button. It will take you to the correct square for the information required for that particular type of entity. So fill that information in with whatever is requested, and then click to sign and type your name and click next. And then we do like to point out here one more time, if you're doing this as an individual or an LLC, just to make sure you know that you can invest using your IRA or your 401k. If you're not familiar with how to do this, it's a whole other great avenue to take control of your retirement funds and really turbocharge your returns. Let us know and we'll help you get started with that. Next, you're going to be completing your W-9. So you're going to fill out each of the blue fields with the applicable information. And once it's been completed, the little blue button that says next will switch to done. Click on the done button, and you'll get a little pop-up window that says you've successfully completed it. Now you'll receive a message that says you're awaiting approval. And that is an opportunity for us to review your documents and make sure that everything is correct and accurate. And once we have done that, we will countersign the PPM, and you will get a message saying that your enrollment is complete, and to confirm that. And this is what it looks like. You can now log into the dashboard and begin the process of actually investing in an individual asset. And you can see here, you go to My Portfolio, and you'll have an asset to look at. There may be several, and you can soft commit at this point.
After we receive notice of your soft commit, we'll then send you the individual deal disclosure for your signature. You'll receive an email from Avestor via DigiSigner, and it's going to be a very, easy process because, again, it's a short document. And if you probably should have reviewed the document prior to getting to this step, we will always have the ability to send it to you. Once you receive this email, click Open Document, and then click Get Started in the upper right-hand corner. The Start button will then also appear in the upper right-hand corner. You'll enter your investor vehicle name if you're using your name, your trust, your self-directed IRA, whatever that is. Enter the name of that vehicle, and then you'll sign. The date is pre-populated. Once all of this information is complete, the Done button will appear, so go ahead and click that. And the last step is for you to fund your investment. If you have connected your bank account, you can transfer funds within the system. If we've asked you to not transfer funds within the system, but to wire, we'll provide you with wire instructions. After we receive your funds, you will receive a confirmation. Your funds will be reflected in the cash balance on your portfolio dashboard until those funds are allocated to your chosen deal. And after they're allocated to your chosen deal, they'll actually reflect as an investment. So that last step, allocating them, if we have not closed on the asset yet, that's why they're not immediately allocated. So that's the process, basically. Let me stop share because, this process can be confusing. So consider this presentation as your step-by-step guide. If you need assistance at any point during this signing process, please do not hesitate to contact us. Whether you prefer text, email, phone, Zoom, whatever works best for you, we are here to help you. Before you begin the process, the registration process, we recommend that you gather your information in advance. Have a copy of your ID readily available for upload. Ensure that you know the full and correct title of the investment vehicle that you will be using, especially if it's a self-directed IRA or trust. Download a copy of the PPM as well. Additionally, make sure you know how you will certify as an accredited investor. If you need help with any of these steps, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for your time. And we're going to put our contact information on the screen again for you, just so that you can have it. If most of you guys here already have it, but we're going to put it up for you again, just in case. So here you go. Again, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Call, email, get on our Calendarly, whatever it takes.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.